So moving forward with that regression model with AR1 errors, as we've done in the past, I wanted to do I did both of them. So the first one is the regression with AR1 errors, forecasting it out. The second one is the IMA11, forecasting out its results. And so here's the image from SAS of those two forecasts. The forecasts look similar for the regression model as well to the IMA11 model. Here we can see the actual forecast. So the truth is 64,599, where for the regression model, it predicted 66,324, and the IMA11 model predicted 64,402. So there's sort of this, and you look at here for the standard errors, they're fairly similar. So in this world, when we just actually apply the IMA11 to the data and then do the straight line regression model with autocorrelated errors, the IMA11 in my world is winning. Yes, the standard error is slightly larger here, but it's not that much larger. That's not enough. The prediction's really fairly accurate. Question.
So we're comparing two different types of modeling.
Yes, two techniques. And
so is it just to prove?
Oh, no, there are just some industries, regression is comfortable for many industries, right? Regression, if you walk into any type of group who are doing statistics and you say, okay, let's do some regression or let's do some time series, majority of the people in the group are going to know how to do or have an idea of what's going on in the world of regression. Not many of them are going to understand what you're talking about with the time series models. And so it's just people are more comfortable with regression. And so many times when you're working in a work group, they're going to want you to do what they are used to seeing. So you need, and it's another book in our library. Okay, I can run it and we'll see how it goes. So you have to, work with who you're working with.
Like you're doing basically a linear regression on the residuals of an AR1 model.
Correct.
And
yes.
That's what you're doing your regression on. Residuals of an AR1.
Correct.
So you still kind of have to know time series because you wouldn't be able to get the residuals of a time series model.
Oh,
but
correct. But you as the analyst know time series. But if I walk into my group and tell them I'm doing regression, right? Because that's what you're doing. You're going to be more, that's what they want to hear. That's what they want to hear, right? So you'll say, I'm doing regression and my errors have correlation in them, right? And you keep moving. And they're like, okay, great. But if you walk in and say, I'm doing time series, you're able to fit in. You walk in and say, I'm doing time series. What is that? What is that name of that model? What are you doing? There's going to be a whole lot more discussion.
More the fact that you use time series to get the build the regression on.
Correct. They're not going to ask about all that, right? He did regression. That's what they're going to say.
So it's more of a palette change, kind of different language.
A different language. And so you have to be able to move in all different circles. You don't know where you will end up, right? You start out in one group and you never know where it's going to take you in this world of being an analyst.
It's interchangeable.
It is.
And it's not too far off from both aspects.
I don't know about interchange, but yes, they're not interchangeable. I can come from regression back down to time series very easily. I can't move from time series world into regression. I can do simple, but I can't do sophisticated in that directional world. But yes, so you just have to be able to talk the talk of whatever group you're working with.